Hello, welcome back to Crystal Clear Coaching with Crystal Tottenham. So, I had a chill day, first proper full chill day in my flat because I basically moved in, was working a solid time right up into going to New Zealand for a week and then came back and I went straight into working every day. And so it's the first time I've actually chilled at my flat, even though I moved in 3 weeks ago. So yeah, did a little bit of cleaning and tidying and setting things up better, um, and honestly just sleeping in. And I am, I did share a wee while ago that I wanted to aim to get up at 6 a.m. and meditate. Um, most days, most days. Um, it evolved to being most days because I knew it's unrealistic for myself to believe that I'm going to do it every day. And then I found myself finding it harder and harder because I'm not go to bed early. Um, I say, and here I am again, night owl, recording this 10:40. I've done worse, but I could have done better, um, and that's okay. That's okay. My point is, I want to make sure I'm making the time to have productive routines. Um, Maybe not as a hard and fast rule, but as the general rule. And also, you know, being okay with if I need to prioritize my rest, like I did this morning, because it's that time of the month and my body was asking for rest. So we must honor our bodies. Otherwise, um, well, I mean, if they decide to stop on us for some reason because we weren't listening to them, then um, that that's that's not a great outcome. So yeah. So I was really excited to come back from New Zealand and have a new flat set up already and get into a good routine because it's still a new environment. I didn't want to get into bad routines. But then I went into, you know, straight into working 4 days straight. Um, and it was just, getting through that. So now, with a few days off, it's my opportunity. Um, but I've had this bad habit in recent years of not allowing myself to just chill for a day. uh, and then I feel like, oh, where's the fun of my life? Because I'm usually, yes, I'll procrastinate on something that is important to me on a frequent basis, but I'll procrastinate in ways that I'm just making myself wrong and not allowing myself to just chill and have fun and actually have that like replenishment time that we need to, actually enjoy our lives. Crazy idea. So, yeah, I had some hopes for today to be more productive, but we're not productivity machines, you know? Uh, we're not just here to tick boxes and tick a to-do list and then you know die. Like we want to make sure that we're finding ways to honor our body that we get to have in this one life we have. And look, hey, I didn't do anything groundbreaking today, but it was just needed. And I was just actually watching. I'm very far behind on my Star Wars, having worked on it. Um, it's a travesty, really. um, but I fell off the the Star Wars releases around when Andor came out. I got about halfway through. You know what? Actually, I think it was the Book of Boba Fett. It took me a while to get through it. I knew I had got through it. And I'd started on Andor, and then meant to go back to it and just didn't. And then like I finally was like, okay, no, there's a Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out like this month. I'm probably not going to catch up in time, but let's just get back into it. So I have I finally have been watching Andor, and I've done 3 episodes now, and I have lots of friends that worked on it because I worked on The Force Awakens, so they continue to live in the same country, so they could do that. Whereas I'm far, far away. But yeah, and from what they've said online, and I didn't read too deeply because I didn't want any spoilers, it gets real good around the 4th episode, which is what I'm about to get into. Fourth, of, the later in the season, and I hadn't got there yet. Anyway, so it was just nice to let myself watch some of that tonight. And I know there's a Gleaster season of The Mandalorian I haven't watched, and considering how much I loved it and was obsessed with it when it came out, it's just a travesty. So, and it's been so long since it first came out that I might need to just start that one all over again. Um, but yeah, got to keep up my Star Wars nerdydom. What can I say? Um, yeah, I'm not doing anything that's that exciting today, clearly, but I just want you to be able to also notice if you just need a chill day. Like, that's okay. Honor that for yourself. There's times when we need to get things done and we need to push ourselves through and not get distracted. But if we constantly do that, um, we're never giving space for us to just be humans, just being enjoying, all the money you pay for rent or your mortgage or whatever, you know, or how hard you work to get it, in good shape. You want to enjoy what you work so hard for, you know. um, yeah. So yeah, I have the next 3 days off because there's a public holiday tomorrow. So usually I'll definitely be working, but I only had today off because I was on standby and then I didn't get called in. So means 4 days off in a row. I do have some plans. My wonderful coach is hosting a Get Unstuck masterclass in person in the Gold Coast, so I'm going to go to that on Tuesday, and then I've got my there's something else that the internet advertised me. That's like a free day online event on Wednesday, which might be just the thing I need to help with give me a kick up the ass for my coaching. So if it is, that would be exciting. We'll give it a try for free, why not? And yeah, and other than that, I just want to, now that I've had some chill time, let myself start really showing up in better routines. Um, you know, Maybe I don't need to be so hard and fast about 6 a.m., but I think it's probably a good rule when it's a day I know I've got work, just to give myself that time to myself before I can possibly be called to work. Because I mean, my work doesn't start that early, so that's good. But just things like I keep looking at my yoga mat and thinking, I bought you months ago and I have been lugging you around and have not used you once. So uh, I want to honor my body and use it. So yeah, and what little routines do you keep telling yourself you're going to get back to, or you're going to start, and you just haven't? You know, even things like the amazing photo shoot my friend did for me last week, and I played with how I might start sharing it tonight, and then got nowhere, and then overthought it, and then just got obsessed about what music I put to it, and then spent an hour looking at what music, what song I might put to it, and then just didn't post anything. So yeah, sometimes I think I need to set a little timer for myself, just to make a choice. Doesn't need to be perfect. So yeah, notice if there's anything anywhere in your life where you're putting off making a choice as well. Anyway, I will leave it there. Hopefully I have a more inspiring chat tomorrow, but some days just I like that. Hope you have a good one. Much love and see you tomorrow.